Hope lives always, even when we are a bit impatient for what we hope for. For most of my adult life, I worked with teenagers. And when I began working with teenagers, it was far before the advent of smartphones or DVD players in the car. I used to lead teenagers on trips, sometimes across the country, to go and do mission work, to rebuild homes after hurricanes or floods, and to do these kinds of trips. Now, because there were no smartphones, because there were no DVD players in the vehicles, I got to hear one phrase again and again and again. Are we there yet? Seriously, are we there yet? How about now? Every 5 minutes, you cart around that many teenagers, it's going to be a consistent phrase that comes up just about as often as the mile markers on the interstate. But there is something about hope that's probably the hardest thing for us, especially right now. The hardest quality of hope to understand and to accept is that hope often requires patience. It requires us to continue on mile marker after mile marker, even when we feel like asking, are we there yet now? Are we there yet now? How about now? When I look back on my life and the most important things that have happened in it, the greatest blessings that I have received, the things that I spent the longest time hoping for, all of those things did not happen when I wanted them to. They required patience, and often patience that I didn't feel like I had. Meeting my wife, arriving and serving the church that I serve, finishing school. All of these things required a tremendous amount of patience. And in the times where I found myself struggling being patient, it helped to be around other people who were also struggling with the same thing. It helped to communicate with people who had finished waiting and who had seen what waiting had brought. And so what I have to offer today to each of us who are crammed together in the back seat saying, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Can we stop this? Can we get back to normal life? As we're all clinging to hope, I invite you to also cling to patience, to contact those people in your life who you know are patient, and maybe some of that will rub off on you, and to talk to those people who waited a long time through something hard or difficult, through some crisis, and talk to them about what that might have been like. These are the kind of gifts that we need right now, as we recognize the patience required by hope. Because hope lives always.